Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. An NL West matchup on the show. It's the San Diego Padres taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go. And today's starter, Tyler Glasnow. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Xander Bogaerts, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Slider clips the zone.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
And here it comes. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
And now Ha-Seong Kim swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, Kim is one of those players that it's just hard to take your eyes off of him. And not many players in the 2023 World Baseball Classic had more fun than he did. He hit a grand slam in a win against China, and earlier in the tournament had a 2-homer game. Delivered some special moments for Korea.
1 out, base is empty. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Glasnow ready to deal. And a swing and a miss. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Two down, nobody on, and it's even up. And another ball. 2 outs, base is empty. In the air, left field. Hernandez settles underneath it and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. It's the Padres 0. Dodgers coming up. You're watching Dodgers baseball on the show, LA. Back here at Dodger Stadium, getting the nod in this one, Joe Musgrove. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So you know, more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Should have this one. Drops into the glove. 1 up, 1 down. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. In the 6th spot for them in this one, Teoscar Hernandez.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Freddie Freeman now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Fouled off left side. Turns and fires to Betts. Line drive. That's a base hit out of the left center field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. But he beats it. Good hustle. And the inning continues. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. Dodgers are turned away their first time around. Inning number 2 from L.A. coming up on the show. 0-0. Back here in L.A., second inning set to go. So digging in now for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. The pitch. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Tatis is so athletic, he probably could have carved out a career in other sports if he wanted, but he grew up in a baseball family with baseball in his blood. As a veteran out there on the bump, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Next to hit, Luis Campusano. Just missed. Campusano goes 5 feet 11 inches, 25 years old. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. He was late there. Strike one. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone boot from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
And a good eye there. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Jake Cronenworth stands in now and watches strike one. Now fly ball to right center. Hayward sizing this one up. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Here's Muncy to hit. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
The wind and the pitch. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Azokar ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. And a foul ball.
Able to work out of a little bit of a jam in that first inning.
Kim. And Hernandez is out. Here's Jason Hayward. Right field down the line, and that one slices foul. And it goes just foul. Second inning here, no score. That's inside, and it's 1-2.
0-2 count. You've got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back. It's a bomb. Third home run of the season. It's 1-0. Singy, he's got a nice hitting streak going, and he extends it another game with that swing.
So locked in right now, Boog, and clearly it's not like he's just stringing singles together during this streak.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the crushed shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Here's Kike Hernandez. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first. Gets him easily. Ends the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's an early 1-0 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the third inning. Profar climbs in on that left side. Glasnow back to work.
With Glasnow pitching today, I think about how intimidating it must be to face this guy. He's not just a tall pitcher. He's a 6'8" flamethrower, and that's not a comfortable experience for any lineup.
0-2 now. Stays alive. And a pitch. Goes down looking.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Tucupita Marcano, the next up for the Padres. That one fouled off. The Dodgers leading by a run here in game one of this 3-game set. And that one is lifted in the air. Hernandez ranging after it. He's got it. 2 down. Jose Azocar, the next up for the Padres. And that's too high.
1 ball, no strike.
And that's off the inside edge. And now 2-0. The Dodgers up by a run. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Just missed.
3-0.
That one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first. This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Bogarts stands in now, looks at that one inside.
The 2-out walk. Got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let him steal if he's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. And you wonder, is he in his head a little bit?
Even if the base runner doesn't steal right here, what's great is that he is dividing the attention of the pitcher and may serve to give his teammate a better pitch to hit at the plate.
Azocar leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And foul ball. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1 left for San Diego. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And we're back. And here's the catcher, Will Smith. And a pitch. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. The wind of the pitch. Ripped, but it curls foul. That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
It's a good take.
The wind of the pitch. And that one almost hit him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And a pitch. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. This one in the air. Machado under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Mookie Betts. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Right through there for a strike. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Cronenworth right there to make the grab. And that is the third out of the inning. Dodgers down in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Start of the fourth. Now here is Ha-Sung Kim. The pitch. Strike one.
They'll try to bunt for a hit right there, and you can tell he's trying to get something, anything going offensively.
That one gets down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Here's Manny Machado now. He's 0 for 1. And Manny gets a piece.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Glasnow picks to first. Kim back in on a dive. Kim on at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
He goes down looking.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. So man aboard, 1 down, and it's Tatis at the plate. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. Checks over to first, back safely. Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016. Next offering upstairs.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Glasnow picks to first, and he's back safely. Swing and a miss. And the count 2-1.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
And the right-hander deals. On the ground to short, could be 2. Over to Kike. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Padres nothing. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, James Outman. And the pitch. That one ripped. Dives, but it's off his glove. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. That ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but
Anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
Max Muncy at the dish. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swung on, belted. That one back. And that ball is gone. A gigantic blast. It's 3-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. That one is absolutely belted. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he's got a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So, man aboard, Jason Hayward, the next to hit. This one lifted in the air, left field. Profar has a beat on it. Puts it away for the out. 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Fred Taylor.
Here comes Chris Taylor, and he's already singled in this game. That misses the zone. 1-0. Line drive, and that's a base hit. They won't risk the send. Runners at the corners now with 1 away.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's Kike Hernandez. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Two on, 1 out. This one in the air, center field. Got it. Nice grab. And there's 2 away. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 3-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, we go to the top of the 5th. Here's the catcher, Luis Campusano.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And the 1-0. And there's a foul ball.
You know, these Padres, from what we've seen, I think it's fair to wonder if they've been too patient at the plate. Sometimes it's a good thing, but today they're continuing to fall behind in the count, and that's adding a ton of pressure to their offense.
And a ball and 2 strikes. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That's a laser base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game. Commanding his pitches all night long.
Now here's Jake Cronenworth. And a swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
Oh, 1 now. On the ground. Hernandez. Off balance feed. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Now batting Jurickson Profar. Struck out looking his first time. Foul ball there. Profar measures 6 feet even, 185 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. Glasnow picks the first. Cronenworth dives back in. Swing and a miss. The Padres trailing by 3. And we're at the top of the 5th. Glasnow throws over. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And the count 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. The hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
And the righty deals. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Muncy drifts towards it, and that's a foul ball. Cronenworth leads off first with 1 away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Tucupita Marcano digs in now. Fly to left his first time. Ball 1, no strikes.
1-0.
Two outs. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. Next offering is in for a strike. At the belt and fires. And down on strikes. Another strikeout for Glasnow. Padres leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here in L.A., ready to go for the last half of the inning. And up to the plate is Will Smith. The line to kick the pitch. Left field, under it. And makes the grab. And there's one down.
Now batting, first baseman,
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. 1 for 2. And a foul ball. Righty to the plate. And that one fouled off.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Bases empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Wouldn't chase that time.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
The pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Tatis makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
2 outs, base is empty. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Wastes no time there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
And now the center fielder, James Outman. First pitch misses. In the air, left field. Profar sizes this one up, makes the play, and it's out number 3. 1 left for LA, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Jose Azocar. The right-hander back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Kicks and deals. That just misses. 1-2 the count. In the air, left field, down the line. Hernandez puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. So the lineup flips over. Now here's Xander Bogaerts now, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. 1 down, base is empty. He swings and fouls 1 off. Here's a 1-1.
No.
And another ball.
2-1.
Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 3. And that one is in for a strike. The Dodgers leading by 3, and we're the top half of the 6th. And he deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Great location with that two-strike fastball. I tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times, that location with two strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
Kim in the box again, takes the strike. That misses, and the count even 1-1. Swings through that.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Next one misses, and that's ball 2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Outman moving under it. He's got it, and that is that. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Padres nothing. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Matt Waldron.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. He's already homered here in this one. There's a strike.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a miss.
And of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Boog, for me, that knuckleball was just devastating. I mean, you see it so well, you think you're going to go out there and get 4 knocks, and you just swing and miss. And I tell you what, I tried my best to put Tim Wakefield in the Hall of Fame. So we'll see. If he gets there, you know it's because of me.
Hernandez at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes, and 2 away now.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And next for L.A., Jason Hayward. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot. Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. On the ground, out to short. Kim with the throw to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Dodgers go down quietly, but they lead it 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started, and now it's Manny Machado.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right. Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
There's the swing and a miss.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Hernandez over to first in time. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. So with one down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. That'll be it for Glass now. And he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute. New pitcher for the Dodgers, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He last pitched 2 days ago. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. There's the strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Right-handed reliever. Up and in. Going to count 1 and 2. Right-hander kick steals. And another ball.
2-2.
The Dodgers leading by 3 here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Campusano in the box now. No balls and a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
The 0-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swings and misses, struck him out. Padres down in order. They trail it here 3-0. Bottom of the 7th. Here comes Chris Taylor.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Here comes a pitch. That clips the zone. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front. got him swinging.
Well, obviously the knuckleball, it's not a pitch designed to blow by hitters, but you'll see this every once in a while. You give up on that pitch at the plate, and then the last moment it darts back into the strike zone, and you're just not ready to get a swing off in time. Looks like it's 100 miles per hour, and I tell you what, I know from personal experience it's not a good feeling.
Hernandez, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. This one high in the air to left center. Azokar in position, and it's caught for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Will.
The batter now will be Will Smith. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Swinging a foul straight back. The pitch. That one hammered but pulled foul. Called strike 3. The knuckleball buckled his knees. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they lead at 3-0. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Jake Cronenworth. The Padres in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Oh, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
That misses the zone, and 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. There's Hernandez handling the chance. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Here's the switch hitting left fielder Jurickson Profar.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Just missed. Yamamoto in his rookie season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a 2-seamer. One down, base is empty. Chopped left side. Profar is out. Tucupita Marcano, the next up for the Padres.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. The Padres trailing by 3, and we're in the top of the 8th. High fly ball down the left field line. Hernandez ranging after it. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. Back here at Dodger Stadium. On to the bottom of the 8th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and fires. And a foul ball. And here it comes. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Azokar on the move. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. And a quick out, number 1.
the batter, the shortstop.
Here's Mookie now. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
The wind and the pitch. Out to short. Kim throws to first, and Betts is gone.
The center fielder, number 33.
2 outs, base is empty. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, James Outman, 1 for 3. Late with the swing there.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
In the air, left side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that ends the inning. We go to the 9th. Stepping in for San Diego, Jose Azocar.
Jose Azocar.
And a pitch. Gets the outside corner with that one. Swing and a pop-up. Hernandez sizing it up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away. And here comes Xander Bogaerts. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. That one missed. That clips the corner.
21.
The Padres trailing by 3 here at the top of the 9th. Down the line. Hernandez ranging after it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Kim stands in here, takes ball 1 low. The Dodgers trying to close out a 3-run lead here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Outside low, now 2-0. Strike on the inside corner. 2 outs. Fouls one off. 2-2. Yamamoto is just 1 strike away. And another ball. Manny Machado in the San Diego on deck circle. Two down, nobody on. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Got it. That's the ball game.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
A shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Victorious Dodgers, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 6 runners on base. For the Padres, no runs on only 2 hits, no errors. They left 3 runners on base.
Keeps on falling in love.